than the judgment of God. For the judgment of God is a fire. But God is holy, and he wants us to be holy. For even as I said, Moses took off his sandals. For God said, you can't step here, for my presence is here. But now he put his presence in grace and mercy. Now he put his presence in love and hope through his only son. A lot of people, they deny the Son of God, but the Bible prophesies that the Son of God would come, he died, was buried, and he rose again, that he was in the tomb for 3 days. But to this day, the Orthodox Jews and the Romans, they've been saying that they took his body out. They didn't believe in the resurrection. But I believe this for me and my house. I believe in the resurrection. I believe that I'm set free by the blood of Christ. And I can testify to you that I've been set free from addiction. I've been set free from the cares of this world. Because little by little, Jesus is making me more like him. Separating me not for a temporary world for 80 to 90 years. Only the fool worries about 90 years. But let me just tell you this. As soon as you're 80 years old, nobody recognizes your picture from 20 to 30 years old. You'll have white hair and saggy skin. You'll no longer have that face of beauty. You might have your nice smile, but you're not going to have that figure that you had before. A lot of people, they misuse this body. Your body's a temple of God. Why don't you let it shine through? I saw people walking around naked in Houston. Now this world is continually growing evil. They let little kids look at nakedness. Before you know, you'll be able to date a little child and have sex with them in a brothel. Before you know it, this world will be a communist country in Russia, China, and North Korea. You know what they do to gay people? North Korea, they murder you. In Russia and China, they throw you in prison. Is that fair? Is it fair that we should suffer when Jesus Christ already paid on the cross? Is it fair that we should have so much pride that we deny God's love? Is it fair that we should live for ourselves and not live for Jesus? For he loves you so much that he already paid it all on the cross. And this is all I got to say today. God is not wanting you to go to a church building made by the hands of men, a pastor or priest. God is wanting you to worship him in spirit and in truth. God is not wanting you to put a tattoo of yourself, calling yourself Jehovah's Witness, a Methodist, a Lutheran, a Pentecostal, a Catholic, a Baptist. God is wanting you to be set free by the blood of the Lamb. I didn't go to Baptist seminary. I didn't go to Catholic schoolhouse. I read the Bible. Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. I read the commands of Jesus. I started to be made more holy. I started to obey, God bless you, I started to obey his commandments. I started to be made pure at heart. I wasn't anymore in that gangster mentality that I was on Miami Beach. I didn't live in that past. Now I live in the spirit and I don't live in the flesh. Now I read the Bible, now I communicate with God. I believe that God hears my prayers. It's not prayers to be rich, but it's prayers to make other people rich, to make their souls redeemed. Now I pray for souls. I don't pray for myself. It's no longer I that lives inside of me, but Christ Jesus. I may not always represent in the best fashion because I'm not Jesus. But you know what? I'm being made more like Jesus. My continual prayer every day is, Jesus, make me like you. Come mold me, change me, do what only you can do. All my life belongs to you. Trim my bad branches. Make me sprouted from the rivers of life.